The evolution of ethical norms in digital ADR experiences and prospects for BRICS countries. Digital technologies like AI, virtual platforms, and predictive analytics are rapidly transforming alternative dispute resolution processes globally. However, established ethical principles and codes of conduct have generally not evolved at the same pace as these innovations, resulting in concerning regulatory gaps, risks, and uncertainty around digital ethics, especially across BRICS nations. This study aims to critically analyze how traditional ADR ethics and guidelines can adapt to address emerging issues posed by new technologies. It offers both theoretical frameworks and practical recommendations tailored to the BRICS context for updating codes of conduct to balance innovation with time-honored dispute resolution values of justice, autonomy, and transparency. Key objectives include evaluating the landscape around digital ADR ethics in Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, proposing models for dynamically adapting norms to technology and guiding ADR professional bodies on training programs, oversight mechanisms, and sample code revisions to implement updated standards that align ethical principles with the digital transformation. This study employs an integrative mixed methods approach to develop contextualized recommendations tailored to the BRICS environment. First, an extensive literature review synthesizes current knowledge on emerging technologies in ADR and ethical issues globally and in BRICS nations specifically. Limitations in BRICS-focused scholarship are revealed. Second, systematic analysis of widely adopted ADR association ethical codes and conduct standards identifies common principles and gaps regarding digital ethics guidance. Third, documented use cases of technologies like AI in legal and ADR contexts across Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa are evaluated to understand regional challenges and best practices. Fourth, these qualitative findings are integrated to develop original, culturally attuned frameworks for updating ADR ethical guidelines in the digital age. While primary BRICS data is limited, the mixed methodology ensures a rounded, pragmatic perspective grounded in literature, theory, and case analysis. However, empirical research remains needed to directly survey BRICS stakeholders on experiences with technology-enabled ADR. This study's evidence-based proposals can inform such future scholarship while serving the timely need to adapt traditional ADR ethics for emerging innovations. This research reveals important theoretical insights into navigating the digital transformation of alternative dispute resolution. First, there is an interdependent relationship between evolving ethical standards and advancing technological capabilities, requiring coordinated coevolution. As innovations like AI and virtual platforms integrate into ADR, associated risks also emerge, creating pressure to adapt principles around transparency and consent while retaining core values. Second, an innate tension exists between fully capitalizing on emerging technologies and upholding timeless ADR principles centered on party autonomy, impartiality, and human control. With thoughtful governance, innovation and enduring values can complement rather than compete. Finally, current codes of conduct and regulations often lag behind technology capabilities, revealing an evident need for ethical frameworks to consciously evolve alongside ongoing tech advances through continuous code revision, progressive laws, and competency building. Key is conscious, preemptive adaptation of principles, guidelines, and oversight to harness innovation for efficiency and insight without compromising on justice, voluntary participation, and human discretion in the digital era. Ethical evolution must match the pace of technology change. A proactive framework is proposed to dynamically adapt ADR ethical codes as technology advances. This involves continuously monitoring emerging innovations, assessing their implications for core principles through expert and stakeholder consultation, directly addressing novel issues in updated ethical standards, developing adaptive oversight mechanisms, and phasing in changes through practitioner education. ADR professional associations have a vital role to play by convening inclusive discussions to identify priority ethical risks, taking responsibility for drafting updated conduct codes, and guiding continuing training on emerging technologies. Tailoring to nuanced regional conditions across diverse BRICS nations is also key for successful ethical evolution. With vigilant advancement of standards matched by competency building, core ADR values can harmonize with cutting-edge tools for just outcomes. Key ethical issues arising from integrating technologies like AI into ADR include protecting informed consent, safeguarding confidential data, mitigating algorithmic bias risks, and saving human discretion. Regulatory gaps across BRICS economies reveal an urgent need for updated dispute resolution-specific governance. Global best practices such as the EU's AI Act, IMI's digital competency standards, and companies' advisory boards provide models for strong oversight. While foundational ADR principles should synthesize cross-border ethics, practical implementation modes must remain flexible to local contexts across diverse Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa settings. With diligence and collaboration, BRICS nations can craft adaptable governance balancing innovation, international harmonization, and proven practices for responsible technology adoption in dispute resolution. Practical guidance emerging from this research includes: first, proposed code revisions to address ethical data protection, practitioner competency with new tools, and algorithmic accountability. Model language can guide incremental updates. Second, training recommendations like required certification courses on responsible AI deployment, digital ethics simulations, and clinical experiences in virtual mediation. Upskilling is critical. Third, suggested technological guidelines for ADR bodies around human-centric design, participatory monitoring, required algorithmic auditing, and saving human discretion in automated systems. With vigilant code adaptation, competency building, and oversight, core ADR principles can be upheld alongside benefits of thoughtfully governed innovation. Associations play a key role in implementing multifaceted protections. Further practical guidance includes: first, establishing clear informed consent standards for novel technologies like neuroimaging and algorithmic analytics used in ADR processes, upholding party autonomy. Second, formal confidentiality protocols for growing digital mediation, arbitration, and negotiation communications and records, protecting privacy. Third, proactive accessibility policies as virtual platforms increase, preventing socioeconomic barriers. Finally, stringent data security procedures like encryption and access controls as electronic records and data storage rise across technology-enabled ADR. Concerted efforts by ADR bodies on consent, privacy, inclusion, and security will be vital to ensure ethical technology integration across diverse BRICS legal systems. Additional practical guidance includes: first, defined AI accountability metrics like required algorithmic impact assessments, explainable decisions, and human override processes when AI is applied in ADR. Second, establishing multi-stakeholder governance boards of technologists, ethicists, ADR experts, and community representatives to evaluate technologies and recommend ethics policies. Third, phased implementation strategies for new standards like testing, extensive practitioner education, hybrid participation options, and regular expert code reviews to enable iterative, sustainable adoption. With inclusive oversight, thoughtful change management, and AI-tailored protections, BRICS associations can implement ethical evolution amidst digital transformation, upholding justice. In summary, key findings reveal the need for established ADR ethical principles to consciously evolve alongside advancing dispute resolution technologies to address emerging issues while retaining core values. Study implications include delineating this dynamic technology ethics linkage and offering actionable strategies for upright innovation. Limitations like scarce primary data on BRICS user experiences constrain robust understanding. Thus, future research priorities include comparative BRICS studies examining attitudes towards ADR tech, transparent assessment of proprietary platforms, and ongoing monitoring to continuously update recommendations amidst rapid change. This pioneering analysis catalyzes both theoretical insight and practical progress in aligning emerging capabilities with timeless virtues of justice as technology transforms alternative dispute resolution worldwide. Ongoing inclusive research can guide ethical evolution. In conclusion, key findings demonstrate the need for intentional evolution of ADR ethical standards to align with emerging technologies, while saving core values. Contributions include delineating this complex dynamic linkage and providing targeted recommendations for principled innovation. Going forward, priorities include new regulations, code revisions, practitioner training, and crucially, empirical BRICS research to understand participant perspectives, enabling contextualized guidance. Comparative analysis and ongoing monitoring as technology rapidly advances will also be vital to sustain relevance. This pioneering work catalyzes progress in aligning emerging capabilities with timeless ADR virtues as the field undergoes profound digital transformation. Sustained ethical vigilance and inquiry can guide this responsible evolution worldwide. Thank you for the attention.